What's going on, guys? In today's video we're going to go over Tesla full self-driving, if it is worth it. I am on hardware 4 on my Tesla Model 3 Highland long range, and it comes with the car for 1 month. So if you choose to kind of buy it, it's about $8,000. But if you go with the subscription, it is only $99 a month. So let's see how it performs. Right now, as you can see over here, I'm on the city streets. I am driving to my location, and it's performing really well. We are driving just on city streets right now. I'll show you guys Freeway later. But essentially, the car has gone light years ahead of how it was about a year or two ago when I had it on my Model Y Performance. It was just so herky-jerky, per se, where I was just stop and go, and right now it's just performing amazing. As you can see here, the car is going straight. We're going stop and go, and there's a stoplight there, or stop sign here, and it's just doing really well. So let me show you guys the road now. All right, guys, so the car is going on a downhill slope. It doesn't speed up, which is nice. It stays at a consistent 35 miles per hour, which is really safe. And it kind of recognizes that there's no cars to the left and right, so we're just gonna keep going down the road, which is pretty impressive. So car is gonna progress. As you can see, we're gonna be headed at a stoplight over here, and there's a lot of cars on basically on the road right now. So we're gonna make a right. The small 3 is gonna signal because it wants to get in the farthermost right lane, and we're gonna basically stop at that red light and then make a right turn. So let's get behind this Volkswagen. As we're stopping behind the Volkswagen, it's going to signal here so we can get on the farthermost right lane, and it's going to make a right. So the Volkswagen obviously veered off over here because that car is going to make a right. Looks like we're going to stop until we hit green. I don't even know if that guy can turn right there. Oh, I guess you can. So it's probably the safer option to get in the farthermost right lane, and it's more in line with our route. So we're gonna be stopped here at the stop sign or stop light for a while until it turns green, or until we have the good to go where there's enough cars who have come past us and we're able to basically make a right turn. Okay, here's the green, guys. As you can see, the car recognizes green, so we're gonna slowly go forward. And as you can see here, this wheel is gonna start turning, so we can make a right turn. So it looks like there's a lot of people here. We're kind of stuck behind here, which is unfortunate, but let's see if the car signals. Yep, the car is going to signal and go into the lane with the least amount of people when it was safe. Whoa, that was so cool. Got mad at me for not looking at the road, but I got too excited. So now we're here in the traffic, and we're going to just basically go straight all the way to our correct lane. So that is pretty cool. I'm really impressed with Tesla full self-driving right now. All right, guys, so here is the performance of the car right now. We're just going straight. As you can see, the car stays in line in the sections in the road, and we are basically just waiting our turn until we get to the stop sign. I'm pretty impressed right now. Stop and go, stop and go. We're gonna come up next to the stop sign here, so it's our turn. The car looks the left and the right to make sure there's no one there. It sees an Amazon truck, but we got here first. We're gonna keep going, and the car is just gonna go straight. So we're gonna just keep going straight for this whole road over here until we're gonna make a right later on in 1 mile. But essentially, this whole road is just stop and go because we have a stop sign, and the car performs really well. The good thing about this is you kind of don't experience driver fatigue per se when you're in full self-driving. The car will just go straight for you. It'll make a full stop. It'll also recognize if there's people on the road. As you can see here, there's someone on a bike. The car recognizes it and just continues to proceed as long as it's safe. So we're gonna keep going straight. This is how it performs on city streets. I think it does really well on city streets, recognizing that there's cars to the left and right of us, which is really nice. And the car just basically makes it seamless for us. So we're going on the city streets because the traffic on the freeway was so bad. So we're taking the side road, which is really nice, and we're gonna end up turning at the end of this route. So as you can see here, the car says cars on the left and right, and it just keeps proceeding as long as it's safe. And here's one of my favorite things is the roundabout. So the car is essentially supposed to yield if there's someone going straight. Right now, no one's in our way, so the car will go around the roundabout to perfection. I'm just very impressed. There we go. Went around the roundabout, went straight, no one in our way, and the car keeps going. So that is one of the best things about full self-driving. So hope you guys are enjoying this right now, and that car is just progressing, which is super awesome. All right, guys, so here we are stuck in traffic right now. Full self-driving just knows that you're on the road, and it's basically not gonna do anything crazy. It plays it rather safe, especially when you're on chill. I like to go on chill because sometimes when you're on hurry, I'll notice I'll switch lanes a lot, and I don't like that, especially if the car isn't fully autonomous. It's still on a supervised learning or supervised full self-driving, so you still have to pay attention. And for me, being on chill, which you can see right here, and you can adjust that by going left and right on this knob over here, and you go to hurry. But right now I like being on chill because it does feel the safest whenever I am driving the car. So right now the car's gonna progress forward, and we are gonna go straight. As you can see here, it is traffic on the left side, and the route I'm taking right here is just saying, hey, just go straight on this road, and then you may make a slight right. So right now the car is staying in this lane because it thinks, or it probably knows that this is the correct lane, and you should just keep going straight, which is pretty cool. All right, so here we're at a full stop. We're gonna go straight in a bit once the light turns green, and we are going to go almost next. Is it next yet? Not yet. It is not next yet. Oh, they have a turn over there on that lane. That's probably why. But we're gonna go straight, and the car is gonna basically get us to our location, which is pretty awesome. Yeah, I'm just a huge fan of this and how it works. And if you're gonna ask me if it's worth it, yes, especially if you drive a ton and you just want the stress to go away for 99 bucks a month. This is the way, this is the move. So as you can see here, cars are going straight. It wants us to bear right, so let's see if it switches lanes for us.
Now bear right to stay on.
So we're gonna go right. Okay, cool. Here, there's a lane here on the right. The car is going to make a slight right. Yeah, there we go. And we're just gonna keep going straight until we get to our destination, which is going to be on the right side. So overall, performing really well as we're going straight down this road. All right, guys, we are heading on the freeway. This portion of the video is for Tesla full self-driving beta on their freeway. So hope you guys enjoy this. So as you can see here, we are going to a full stop right here because it has stop and go, stop and go. So we're at a stop right here. We're gonna go wait for everyone to basically go. And as you can see, we're still at red right now. And then we're go now, so let's go. It's always good to have your hands on the wheel. We don't need to anymore, which is kind of crazy. So as you guys can see, we are driving up here. We're going to be exiting in 5 miles. So what I want to show you guys right now is the merging onto the traffic. As you guys can see here, this lane just stays right here where we're able to just go straight. And then we're going to get on the freeway, and we're going to get up to about 65 miles per hour, hopefully, maybe even more depending on flow of traffic. But we have about 4.8 miles to go until we get to our exit. So I am on chill because I like being on chill. But for this video, I'm going to show you guys, let's go on hurry. So basically you adjust this knob here. We're going to get it to hurry. As you can see, the car is going to start switching lanes. And as it starts to switch lanes, it's going to kind of merge in the farthermost left lane. And the reason that is happening is because we're on a hurry. So it's trying to get you to the fastest lane possible, get you on probably 75 to 85 miles per hour or so. So that way you're going a lot quicker than you are as opposed to being on chill. And it's going to just keep going straight for us. So now we're picking up, we're at 80 miles an hour, and we're going to stay in this lane. The car will go on to the farthest lane on the left, which is the what's it called? The carpool lane. So what I'm going to do is now is that I'm going to switch it to the carpool lane because we are there's 2 or more passengers in the car right now, so we legally can go on this. As you can see over here, it's a ton of traffic right now on the freeway because it is rush hour. So we switched to hurry, and we're going to be on the carpool lane, so hopefully we go a lot faster. This is like the brunt of the commute right now, where it's like 4 or 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, people are just getting off work. You're going to be in a ton of traffic, and the reason being, this is probably where self-driving autopilot, the Tesla, performs the most, and where I honestly use it the most, because of how traffic it can be on these freeways in California. So just make sure when you're driving on, if you get a Tesla, you just hate being stop and go traffic, get it for the full self driving, get it for the autopilot. It removes so much of the work commute, of the stress associated with driving, especially in the Bay Area, because the Bay Area is so traffic where everyone's going to work, going back to work, and that's where I love using it the most. So always make sure you are on full self-driving autopilot when you're on these crazy roads when you're in your Tesla, because you will feel a significant amount of stress just being relieved because of your being on Tesla full self-driving and autopilot, which is really cool. Okay, so we're about 2.2 more miles to go till we get out of and we're about to exit. So right now, I'm going to keep allowing full self driving to just take us to our destination and take us to where we need to be. Right now, we're going to stay on the farthermost left lane because we are still on hurry. And I want to show you guys all the way up to the exit to where we're going. So we have about 1.8 miles. And I want to show you guys what it's like to be on hurry. And then you're going to start seeing the car switch lanes to the farthest right lane into our exit lane once we get to about 1.5, one more miles till the exit, which is pretty cool about the Tesla. So right now we're almost there, but overall, car is driving very smooth. As you can see, none of my hands are on the wheels. My eyes are just looking straight at the road because the cabin camera is making sure I'm looking at the road, and I can basically drive from point A to point B without even touching the wheel. And like I said before in the earlier video, or in the earlier parts of this video, is hardware 4 performs so well in the sense where um, it's less stop and go compared to hardware 3. This transition, switching lanes are a lot better, as well as a software update to the car is constantly being pushed. So you're getting the best version of Tesla full self-driving. I can only imagine how hardware 4.5, hardware 5 will be as we update the car, as we kind of go progress through new Teslas. But essentially, zero point 0.6, zero point 0.7 miles, start switching lanes. And we're going to go on the farthest right lane. We're going to get ready to exit soon. There's lots of cars merging over here on the right side, as you guys can see. And the car is doing an excellent job switching lanes. So now that we're switching lanes, we're gonna switch one more lane. We're gonna go probably right behind this Accord over here, this white Honda Accord. If this guy will let us go through, it's like waiting, and it's like, okay, cool. The car behind us, which is a Toyota or a Subaru, finally let's go through. So we're gonna exit. This is one of my favorite parts here. You're gonna see that I'm gonna need to go on the right side here, which is the right portion of the exit. It's gonna know that, okay, let me go switch onto this right side over here, and I'm gonna make an exit over here. And then what you're gonna see next is that it's going to be able to exit over here, stop at that stoplight over here, and then make a right turn. So we're here, we're going to make a full stop, and you guys are going to see that once the car is at a full stop, once this turns green, the steering wheel is going to turn right, and I'm going to get into my correct lane. So that was full self-driving on the freeway. It's pretty great. It was able to go from point A to point B. As you're going to see here, I'm going to make a right because it says right turn only, and the steering wheel is going to turn us right, and then we're going to get off of the freeway, which is pretty cool. And then we're going to signal left over here to get into the middle lane. And now that we're off, I'm going to put it back onto chill because I like drive and chill. I don't like being in a hurry on the city streets because there's too many variables in the street. So that's it. That's it. Full self driving on the freeway. It has been excellent. So, my personal opinion, guys, would I recommend Tesla full self-driving for your car, for your Tesla? Absolutely. If you can get this car, definitely get full self-driving. Don't buy the expensive version of it. Get the monthly version for 99 bucks a month. Use my code down below. I think you get 500 bucks off your car, or is it 4 months self-driving? It just depends on when it is right now. But I do have Tesla code down below. I do have all my accessories that I use down below. Take a look at that. I do get affiliate commission from that. But overall, 9.5 out of 10 Tesla full self-driving, especially on hardware 4 on the newest latest model. So I'm super impressed. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace.